Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective tarot for today. Today is Monday, June 2nd, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade, the Blue Sky Social, the Pinterest, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Information will always be in the description box. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We just don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you, okay? I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but and maybe I have. I mean, I've talked about it before, but the reason why I go through the whole spiel at the beginning of the video, every video, for the most part, I mean, sometimes I fuck around. When I first started watching tarot, readers tell you the same thing. They just may not do it like as consistently as I do, which is okay. You really technically should not have to. However, when I first got back into tarot and was watching, and I was following a ton of readers on TikTok and on YouTube, and I just realized, like, I literally thought everything was for me, right? Like, oh, everything's for me. Everything's about me. No. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of things resonate, right? I mean, I've said before, we all have some of the same stories, right? We all experience some of the same life circumstances. That's just the way it is. You know, things repeat. We're all human. We all have that capability of experiencing the same thing. But I was just at a point where, like, I literally was watching every video thinking everything was for me, and one morning I woke up and it was like I slapped myself in the face, and I was like that wasn't for you. Like, you don't know that that's happening. Like, that's not happening to your best friend or your parent or your cousin. Like, why would you just assume that it's in the background somewhere, you just don't see it? Well, if I don't see it, it's not happening. And it takes you a while to get out of that mindset that, like, every time you watch a reader, like every time I watch a Gemini reading, like, ooh, that whole reading's for me, you know? Not really. Usually that is not the case, right? So that is why I say what I say, because as a newbie, as somebody that came back into the field and was watching a lot of tarot. I mean, I still do, but like, I know better now. And I do it just for fun because now I have my favorite readers, right? Um, but yeah, don't don't get bamboozled. I've said before, unless you feel it, unless you see it or hear it, it's probably not for you, and that's okay. Because not everything needs to be for you. It took me a long time to figure that out. Probably like a year and a half, really, maybe somewhere in there. We got Intuitive City Oracle, Rob Berthelman. You can find his decks on intuitiveintention.com, My Intuitive Intention on Etsy, and he also sells his decks in the TikTok shop. I don't know if he was on this weekend. I was doing my own thing. I wasn't really looking for him, and I kept thinking, like, maybe he came on earlier because I was on TikTok in the evening and I didn't see him. But I don't know. Again, if you can catch him on TikTok, Intuitive Intention, he does free readings. Whatever cards fall out, that's what he reads for you. So, and he just takes names from the chat, so he doesn't do it for everybody. I was on there for almost 2 hours, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, and he probably did like 4 or 5 readings for 4 or 5 people. So We got 3 on the table. He does do paid readings as well. He does. If you're interested, you can always find his information on TikTok. Or intuitiveintention.com has a spot too where he talks about doing personal readings. We got 4 on the table. We got 5 on the table, 1 major. 6 on the table, 1 major. Let's do 2 more shuffles. Ooh. Oh, 7 on the table. I don't know what that was. Hold on. Oh, I gotta show you. Like, she literally fell into one of my drawers where my decks are, and she landed like this, sideways, standing up. Good old girl. Lady. Sorry. We got 7 on the table with 2 majors, no reverse. 1 more shuffle. Eight on the table, 2 majors, no reverse. Nine with bottom of the deck, 2 majors, no reverse. Didn't we just have this yesterday with the 2 of Cups, the top of the deck, the 6 cards at the top of the deck? This one is Ace of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, and the High Priest. God is saying, it's coming. Just sit still. Like, I'm done telling you. Sit. All right. We got 4 of Wands. We got 8 of Pentacles. We got the Ace of Cups. We got 3 of Swords. We've got Death. We got 7 of Cups. We've got the Moon. We've got Ace of Wands. And then bottom of the deck, we've got Knight of Cups. And why did I line these up and they're all like lopsided? I think it's because I'm looking at them funny. Move over a little bit. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. Get some water. I just heard fickle, pickle, fickle, pickle. My cat's name is Pickle. I think she's in the other room sleeping on the chair. I always make them a tent out of like a blanket. She's in the tent. She's a tiny thing. She needs to keep warm. So with the 4 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, someone works really hard at keeping themselves and others happy. Maybe a little too much keeping others happy. I'm just going to say, With the Ace of Cups, it says awakening. The Three of Swords, heartbreak, death, transitions. Like somebody is awakening to the fact that maybe they spend too much time focusing on, and I know this is going to sound bad, but like helping others or being nice to others or giving to others. There is such a thing as doing too much of that. I know some people might argue with me. I think those are probably the people that like to take. You can hate me for saying that. As somebody that was a former people pleaser and still sometimes is technically, right? But I try not to. And I try to put the focus on myself for myself because I'm by myself. So all I have is myself. Um, and I give to a few friends, and that's pretty much it. I do my monthly donations, monetary wise. Last year I donated my hair because that was something I had been wanting to do for a long time, and I finally did it. I was going to try and get out in the community. I never did find the flippin' website that I signed up for. I still got to look for it because I do want to donate time to the community for sure. I always have. But it's okay to recognize that, like, you might have a limit, like I can give Sandy $10 to help her out with her kids candy bar sale for school, right? To buy an instrument or whatever the case. But I know I can't spend $100 on popcorn for Ted's kid who's doing fundraising for, what is it, the Boy Scouts of America? I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, like, people kind of wake up and start to recognize that they need to have boundaries. They need to draw lines. Like, I can give this, but I can't give any more than that, whether it's time, money, energy. Like, at some point you need to draw the line and say no. And that's okay. That is more than okay. I think whoever this person is, whether this is you or someone else, with the Seven of Cups and the Moon card, this person just realized they were doing a lot of juggling. They were like a balancing act. Like, I got my work, I got my charities, I got my, part-time job, I got my own business. I hang out with my friends, I help my friends, I help my community. Like something has to give at some point. Because you're only human. You can only juggle so many things, keep so many balls in the air, right? With the Moon card and the Ace of Wands, when this person comes to this conclusion and they have this epiphany, or again, if it's you, again, it's just recognizing, like, needing to set boundaries for yourself. Because you're the one that's going to have to say, no, sorry, I can't donate the $100. No, sorry, I can't, buy your dog. I already have 10, like somebody realizing, like, they have limits, they have boundaries, and that's fine. That's actually fabulous because recognizing that you need to put a little more into yourself as opposed to others is what's going to bring about a new beginning, a fresh start, right? A change of the wheel. God has, been waiting for somebody to wake up and be like, oh shit, why do I keep giving these people like money or things when they don't give anything back? And again, you could say, well, what are you keeping track for? You'd probably be the one that does a lot of the taking and not the giving. I said that earlier, and I'm saying it again. I'm saying it again. It's okay to keep track. I keep track of what I do. I'm waiting for my freaking popcorn to come. When's my popcorn going to come? I donated the $125 almost 2 weeks ago to one of my coworkers' daughters for her I think it was her cheerleading. I bought $125 worth of popcorn. I'm waiting for that to come in so I have something to eat for my birthday. God, what is it called? Good pop or good something good or good something or something good? I can't remember what it is. I always want to say Jolly Pop, but that's this crappy, well, not crappy, but popcorn from the grocery store. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm not kidding. I did spend like 100 and I think it was 135 because I think I had to pay for shipping or something. And I did it last year too. Um for the lady that I had it out with in November that I told her we weren't friends. I bought from her daughter's school last year and I think I spent like 150. I bought popcorn for myself and then you can buy a gift for a teacher, so that's what I did. And I did it again this time. But it's okay to you should keep track of what you're giving away or donating or you know giving to charities or your time or your money or whatever. You should keep track of all that. Why wouldn't you keep track of all that for yourself at the very least, so you know where you're spending your time, your money, all that jazz? There is nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants to make like a, well, it's not altruistic if you're keeping track. I, I don't necessarily think anything is altruistic. When I donate my time, when I donate my money, when I give people things free just because I want to, just for the hell of it, it makes me feel good. Thereby, it's not altruistic. Okay, I don't give a fuck. Like, as long as somebody gets what I'm giving and I feel good about it, I don't see what the big deal is. And again, people that have to like make comments about other people that give, or the fact that they're not giving, like, just mind your business. Just mind your business. Okay, I'm done with that rant. I'm done with that rant. Yeah, whoever this person is with the Ace of Wands, they're bringing in new beginnings for themselves. Like they're stopping a cycle, breaking a cycle, right? And starting a new one. And with the Knight of Cups, like this is no mistake. Like this person is going to do what they love and they're going to keep doing it for themselves, for the world, whatever, however you want to say that. Like this person is unstoppable. I just heard they're a magician. I don't know why, but I'm looking at the Three of Swords with this heartbreak, and I'm picturing like a hospital, like an ambulance, like an ER, like somebody might be going to the hospital or something. Someone might have birds and might lose them. Like they're going to hide in a room or something. Like they're, like, not lose them like they're going to fly off or anything like that. But like, I don't know, like they're going to hide somewhere like high up and out of the way. You wouldn't necessarily see them. Something about someone building like a fence, but it's like a wall. Or maybe they just look at it as a wall. Maybe you're building a fence, but you look at it as a wall. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I hope the messages resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.